They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets it up past the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Stroud working out of the gun. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Texans.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Well, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
18.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this will be incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
33-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Touchdown, Titans! A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans have moved out in front.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Texans football to start quarter 2. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Titans' 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Stroud. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Come on. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 211 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Titans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Ward. They'll try to pick it up himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ward. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, hey.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 243 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Lions. Check smash. Stop below 18. Check go.
Ward now working out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Crackle it. Hey, Cash. Rig alert, rig alert. Crackle 80.
Throwing is Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
Got a man, it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 9 now from the 21. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Like Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Riggs. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fighting his way through contact. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Mustang 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Cowboy 80.
An audible here to get a new look.
Buffalo 18. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19 tight. Steady.
Now Ward on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And space tough to come by there, so you get maybe a yard to the 37.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, dipping into the bag of tricks there. But it does not work out. And it's fourth down now.
Here we go. Set. Dragon. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Going for it. Here's Ward. That's into the hands of Manor. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
25 yards on the play. That's another Titans first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Ward. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Titans first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Alec Iomanner.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
38, Titans 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Stroud off the play fake.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Titans 35. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Able to slither by.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
They run a draw here on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Ward.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
For the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Texans 45, Titans 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Texans use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. 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 Turn this TV off.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Warriors 70, 19 Lions.
Now Ward.
His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the gun, here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw, here's Ward. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
79 Broncos. Steady.
To the air again, Ward.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Titans are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one play.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Ooh, the juke. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
2nd down, goal to go.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Parker Romo to kick
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd down and 13. To throw with Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
First down.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's another.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts,
1st and goal.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Go! Steady!
Right back to him on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Roll! Let go!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring,